everybody. My name is Puppetine, and in the darkness, you can see him if you look closely. Is he there? Are you there? It's Froggy! Yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
Don't do that. And we are here today to talk about episode... What is it? 15? 15 of Supergirl? I believe 15. There's 5 episodes left, and then it's over. And then the long haul has been pushed. We are done.
Yep.
Done.
November 9th, final episode of the series.
And then I can be grateful to everybody who brought me to this point in life.
Yep.
Anyway.
And then we can only hope that she joins the Superman cast, you know?
No.
Well, they are connected.
Yes, they are connected because of John Diggle, but it doesn't matter. No.
Yes.
No. Let's just keep her. Let's finish her story, and then we'll be done.
Her story. And then we get to his story.
Well, actually, a part of this story isn't really about her. No, it's about the little girl that we saw in the end of the last episode. Because, guess what? Froggy called it, and they did it right away. They adopted the little girl. What's her name?
I thought it was Renesmee. I'm sorry.
It was something with an E and shorter.
Emily?
Might be Emily. But yes, they have adopted this little girl, and this little girl is an alien, and she can mimic other aliens' powers. So she almost instantly knows that Supergirl is Kara. So that's exposed. And well, I guess it's a little late to say there are spoilers, but I don't think anybody watching this really cares if there's spoilers. And then she is seen, we get scenes with her like trying to practice mimicking Kara's powers, and then she looks too far and hears too far, even though if they both have super hearing, Kara in no way can control the little girl's super hearing. So the whole point of that scene is kind of just foolish. But I mean, I guess she could be helping her focus. I don't know. But that's not the main plot. The main plot is, well, with Nixley. They are trying to go for a totem of courage. Mm-hmm. And it is courage, right? Yeah, no, it's hope. Hope.
Yep, the hope totem.
Yeah, and it's like a flower-shaped little metal statue thing inside of a rock. And they need to get it out of there. But the only way that you can get it out there is to pass the gauntlet, which is to go ahead and inspire hope that can outshine the sun. So, something silly like that.
Yep.
So Kara, all the way through this episode, she's struggling to find a way to do that, especially because the little girl that we mentioned earlier, when she
Esme.
When she's trying to help her with her powers, thinks she doesn't want to, and there's guns and screaming, and why would you make me listen to those horrible things? I hate you.
Yeah, and the thing about Esme is that Alex was going drill sergeant on it, and she even brings it up. The girl, we find out that basically she does not trust anybody because she's afraid they're going to basically leave her, like all her other people left her before. Yep. She's afraid of her powers because it always makes her basically an outcast.
Yep. And it's also worth mentioning that through this, they're struggling with that. I can't talk about just the horrible choices they make, because from there, and if it's okay, I'm going to finish this child subplot so that way we can move on to the actual meat of the episode, which isn't very good, but we can push through. And
Nixley is a child.
She is. But no, I'm talking about Esme, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
So from there, they decided to talk to her and say, we have a gift for you because we pushed you too hard and we're sorry. But because you don't trust us, we're going to give you a little, like, pets jellyfish.
Well, no, because her powers, she can mimic anything. So they bring out the Truth Seeker alien. Basically, it forces people to tell the truth. And whenever she's in the vicinity of somebody, she can mimic their powers. So this way.
Horrible. I mean, they go out of their way.
They didn't throw it on her like a face sucker.
No, but the whole idea of, okay, I'm going to give...
Well, because they figured that she didn't trust them. And that's why, in order to know that they're telling the truth, they figured, we got a cheat sheet. We can just bring this in there, Truth Seeker. She can make the powers, and even hit her. You can see that we're telling the truth. No matter, because this alien right here, his powers, it forces us to tell the truth no matter what.
Yes. So you're saying that they are never able, if they have to keep information hidden from her, she can expose it from them.
No. No, you're not listening. Only if she's around that creature. They didn't say they're going to keep the creature. They just brought it up as a way to show, hey, you can use this to find the truth. Did
they not put it in a room?
I didn't see it in a room.
It sounded like she was going to keep it near her at all times. But...
I doubt that.
Okay. If that's the case,
I don't think John went, because John's former DEO, and that thing is lethal.
Well, if that's the case, then that's more credit than I gave them. I thought they were going to put it in a room. Look, we'll never be able.
But then again, it is.
Again,
those two are idiots. So.
And
I mean in the kindest way, because they took on raising a kid without any experience whatsoever.
Both of them are now vigilantes.
Yeah, and the fact that the fact that both of them are superheroes means, how are they going to raise a kid if they're always rushing off to save the day? Don't worry, you can just stay here by yourself with all the dangerous weapons.
That's right. Okay, what, 7-year-old little girl?
I think she's like 5 or 6. I can't. It's hard to tell.
Even worse.
I'm just saying. I don't know what her age is. And stop getting in the you weirdo.
This is worse. It's worse.
It's not worse.
It's worse.
It's not worse.
It's worse, Froggy. It's worse.
It's not.
Anyway.
Give me a hug.
No, I'm not going to give you a hug. Keep away from me, Frog.
You need to calm down there, buddy.
Anyway, getting to the main plot again. So Kara is struggling with this, and Nixie realizes I can't inspire hope in anybody. So that's just a silly thing for me to do. So using a little device that, what's his name, Mitch puts together with the one totem that they have. They stick it to her wrist.
Yeah, the courage totem. And he uses the device that basically allowed her to use the courage totem magic along with her magic. Only that it only gives her like 5% of her magic.
Yeah.
So she can use it. That's why she has to trick Supergirl into doing it for her. Or not really trick. She kind of forces her because she kidnaps William.
William, no!
Hey, at least he's actually being useful for a change. They won't let him do anything else. Now he used to be the damsel in distress.
Yeah,
I'm thinking at this point, I might as well just quit being a journalist and leave.
So going along with that plot, so the Kara's trying to find a way to solve the issue, to inspire hope, and she's having real trouble.
Yep.
And while this is going on, we have two warring nations, and ultimately they come to the breaking point, and they're firing missiles at each other because of the totem inspiring them to, well, not have hope, make them paranoid. Mm-hmm. And so, with that being said, Supergirl decides, I'm going to interfere with the world, and I'm going to disarm both of these countries.
Mm-hmm.
So they collect all the missiles and they shoot, yeet them off to the sun, as the kids say. And it's
Yep. And then I like they keep throwing in the Corto Maltese. It's a very popular DC city.
Mm.
Also, recently was I believe that's also I don't know if Flash mentioned it, but remember that's where the Strength Force from originally from in the comic books. That's where they made as Allegra. I can't remember her name is Alexa,
Allegra.
Siri. I don't know.
Allegra.
D.
It's Allegra. But anyway, so they've disarmed both of these countries, and that inspires hope in all sorts of people. And that's enough for her to grab the totem.
Yeah, and then they're like, you know what we should do? To keep her from getting this, we should destroy one of the totems. Well, we can't.
Yeah, they take the courage totem, actually. They're able to get that off of her wrist.
Yeah, but first, though, they actually, they do that. After that, they have 3 totems. They have the courage, the hope, and then they have the humanity. Yep. They decided you can't risk destroying the humanity because then there'll be no humanity. They realize, whoa, we get rid of hope. We can still inspire hope. We don't need the hope totem. Yep. The only problem is, though, what if they're wrong?
Good point. But it doesn't matter. They yeet it into the sun, as the kids say. And that's when, well, Nixley's like, oh no, what have they done? Oh, I can feel it. No!
And then a portal opens up in the top of the ship. A little parachute, a box attached to a parachute falls down. And then she opens up. There's a watcher that says, don't lose hope. Found your secret admirer. Who, I bet you, I know who's going to be.
Her brother.
You think so?
Oh,
I don't know. You sure? Because remember the suit you got? The whole suit on it, a T on it? You sure it might not be Lex Luthor?
Oh, maybe. I didn't even think about that. You're right, because the suit that comes up on over her when this episode ends.
On the watch, and forms in her arms, goes up her neck, and then forms a T over her head.
If I get more John Cryer Lex Luthor, I might be able to survive to the end of the series. Or
it's an evil Mr. Terrific. Mr. Terrible.
But overall, this was it wasn't a great episode. It really wasn't. No, I mean there's no other review that I can give. It's really a chore to get through this, admittedly.
It's like they decided we're going to split the whole entire story down and have this other plot, because what they're trying to ramp up, the whole thing is remember Alex wanted to have a kid like a couple seasons ago. They're just they're just rushing to get everything a happy ending for everyone.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree. Also worth mentioning, there's no Dreamer in this episode. We talked about last week how there was no Brainy, but now there's no Dreamer. So I don't know what the hell is happening.
I don't know. Maybe one day when I was watching a kid or something. They're on guard duty.
Watching the kid. I mean, aren't the parents of the new little girl doing that?
Oh, maybe they are their own kid. You ever think of that? They have adopted. Kid? Yep.
A secret dreaming brain.
Or one of them was watching Streaky.
Maybe they're watching that new Squid Game. A lot of people are obsessed with the squid.
Oh, no, Streaky, Supergirl's cat.
Maybe maybe that's what the cat needs. Need a cat.
Which I really thought was really weird, but that they did not introduce a cat at all into her entire thing. Because she had a super cat, one that could fly and everything.
Super kitty. I'm not going to use the other word that could describe a kitty.
Super Streaky.
Yeah, let's leave it at that. Anyway, that's the end of it. We've recapped it, and there's really not a review to give because we just don't enjoy what we're watching.
For those who expect better, probably give it 2 out of 5. For me, I give it a 3 out of 5, being average. This is basically what Supergirl is. I've seen worse, and I've seen far better.
I'd go 2.5 out of 5, judging on a It's below average. I didn't like Elements. But that is the end. We ask you to please like and comment. Did you enjoy it? If you did, please tell us why. We love to hear other opinions. So if you really enjoy it, tell us why. And no one will attack you. And if they do, they'll get a stern puppet talking to. Mm-hmm. You got my promise on that, my puppet promise. We also ask you to subscribe. We're trying to build a base here, and we need to get those numbers up. Please do that. Also, check out the Ko-Fi if you have a time. We do comic book readings. We have a very special cast that's going to be doing a performance of The Long Halloween, so be on the lookout for that. But other than that, I think that about does it. So for Froggy and myself, thank you so much for watching. Tune in next week to see about the next episode of Supergirl and check out the other CW shows as well. Alrighty, so for the both of us, one last thank you before we say bye!
Bye! Bye!